Y'all. Tootsie Roll was the first goat to come into the stall at night because she likes to get up there. All right, y'all. I'm gonna try to sneak over here so you can see how this works. Yep, that's how Mama Frosty rolls. I'm not even kidding. 3 babies around her and 1 on top of her. Yeah, Mama, you wanna come out? Come on. See, she won't leave her babies. Which, by the way, if you're new to the channel, are not her babies. How many chickens do we have now? I don't know. Seems like a lot. I don't know. Upwards of like 40, I believe. Because we had 28. And then Pam gave us 10. I think that puts us close to 40. But it's hard to count them. Colonel, okay, you did your business. Get off. Which is kind of fine. He'll hold her down like that by her feathers and breed her, but that's where you run into problems if you have 2 or 3 roosters, depending on the size of your flock. But generally, the girls that are, I don't know if it's chicken heat, like goat heat, but if one of the boys sees him do that, they'll want to go over next and do the same thing, and then the next do the same thing. I don't know if it's just hashtag winning or if it's, I'm not sure if it's chicken heat, where they're picking up the same kind of hormones and they want to be the one to breed her. But if you get 2 or 3 or 4 boys doing that in a row, they start to get worn really hard on their back feathers. The feathers are coming out, the head feathers are coming out because they're generally grabbing them with their beak right behind the comb and to kind of hold on. But yeah, guys, hello, Ninja. I think we're close to 40 chickens now. Not where I want to be, but 30 was about good. Especially since half of our girls are getting ready to really, really slow down egg production for winter. And the other half, the way we planned it, as soon as the first group starts slowing down, the second group should start actually into egg production. So we should get a nice blend of new eggs with slowing down of the old eggs, and should keep our egg production pretty much level. With chickens in the morning, sun is popping the trees. Okay, we're back for the morning. Somebody is very, very sleepy. Miss Drummy Drumstick. Hi, good morning. Oh, goodness, stretch. Baby Rai Rai, can you let your mommy, please? The patience of a mama goat. Apparently standing in her food dish is, yeah, you. Why don't you move? Good night. She's just gonna keep eating around you, boy. Well, she's gonna rough you up a little bit, maybe. Oh, goofball. Oh, you're gonna move 1 foot for her? That's very kind of you. Hi. Good morning, ladies. What is up, guys? Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for the amazing sale yesterday. We do still have quite a bit of soap left if you're interested. Not all of the fragrances, not all of the colors and patterns and styles and design. No, I'm just teasing. Not everything is left. Some of them have sold out. Pumpkin, I started getting messages at 2 minutes in that pumpkin was already gone, which is, we added 33% more pumpkin to this sale than the last one, and it went faster, so thank you for that, but I don't know what to do. We will still have a little bit left that we were kind of holding, not very much for shows, maybe like enough to fill the table, not the whole table, the spot on the table. So good morning. If any of that is left, we'll pop it back in the shop for November 4th. I think it's November 4th is the next restock. But thank you guys. It's still there at the time of recording this, which is 8 a.m. this morning. You'll be watching this at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I know a lot of you folks got in there early, and then some people had some trouble. And I think one of the biggest problems is Etsy cannot keep up with y'all's demand. And I don't think there's anything anybody can do about that. I mean, you guys hit it hard and fast and kind of sweetums. Go around and walk up the ramp. Why are you starting fights? Okay, well, guys. Breeding season is officially underway in about 3 weeks. I think we're going to shoot for like October 15th. If somebody comes into heat on the 13th or 14th, we'll go ahead and breed them. She's winding down her heat, Mama Frosty. But she should be back in heat in 3 weeks, and that's when we'll definitely breed her then. Because if we miss that window, then we'll have to wait an additional 3 weeks. And that'll put us in first week of November, which is kind of fine because as long as babies aren't being born in February, I don't want to get too far out into late April, May, June. Obviously, that would be, now instead of dealing with a cold issue, you're dealing with the heat issue. Shouldn't be terrible in Ohio that time of year, but one never knows. So, good morning, Queen Bee. I take every single one of these she gives me, guys. Just because I know the inevitable is... I'm very, very, very concerned about her this winter. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. But let's talk breeding, because how we do it, guys, and I think a lot of you already know, I haven't cleaned anything yet. We do hand breeding. It's called hand breeding. I don't know why it's not called pen breeding, because I guess that's a different thing. People just, it's kind of what we did with the girls for fall. We put them in the pen with the boys and just let them have at as many times as they could, hoping for, I said fall again, spring. In the spring, we threw them in with the boys and let them have as many rounds as they could possibly do. Just, is it Mean Girl Day? It's Mean Girl Day is what it is. Goodness. So we'll throw them in with the boys like that in the spring because their heats are so hard for us to detect. They're so light and mild. It's easier to just, they look like they're in heat. They look interested in a boy. Get them in a pen and let nature take its course. In the fall, what we'll do is we will take, you okay, buddy? We'll take the girl that's in heat. We'll bring her in. We'll put her in the stall. We'll go out and get the boy we want to breed her to, and we'll talk more about each boy and why we're breeding them to each girl when that time comes. But we'll bring her in, we'll bring him in, and we'll let them, we call it a fall off. The boy will breed her and then he'll kind of fall off to the side. Sometimes it's extremely dramatic and hilarious. But we'll let that happen. You know, we hope for 3 fall offs. Sometimes the ladies will get bred once and they'll be done. The good breedings, you know, are very, very good because he'll do his thing. She'll hunch her little body up into a ball and kind of scurry around the stall like she's got a poop stuck to her butt. Those are the ones I like to see because then I know he did well, she did her thing, everything's good. I don't like the ones where it looks like maybe he got her good and she didn't seem to really care. So that is what will happen. Now, Mooney, I was wrong yesterday. I thought she was coming into heat. She has shown no signs of that today. I think it's just when you get that much hormone going in this barn at one time, and the girls are all fighting and fussing, and then some of them are over in the corner loving on each other, and it's just like a crazy, crazy time. It can be difficult to tell when they're in heat, at least what you think. But your brain, you'll know by just what I showed you guys with how Frosty was presenting. They'll be on that fence. They'll be dragging that fence. They'll be taunting the boys, flipping their little tails at them, getting up on there, talking to them. You'll know. It's just in your brain, you don't want to miss the heat cycle, so you start looking at things that possibly aren't heat. And when there's so much hormone going on, like I said, it gets hard to tell because some of the girls get worked up. What are you doing? Don't chew the string. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. You know you're cute, right? Just a tiny, this much cute. Hi, Mom. How cute are you? I think we make him cuter every round. I do. All right, guys, that is going to be it. I just wanted to get in here and thank you guys and let you know at the time of this recording, there is still more soap in the shop. We'll probably leave everything in there until Tuesday or Wednesday. And then we'll have to put the shop back in vacation mode just so we can focus on making sure orders are wrapped, making sure we're prepping for shows, and everything else in life that happens around here. Tuts! It's like freaking 2-year-olds every day, you know? It just is. The thing has been in here her entire life, but now she's a little taller, so she's like, oh, I bet I can make it up on top of this. What was that? Showing your dance moves. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with maybe the most adorable little face ever. Come get me, stallion. Bonk. Do. All right, guys, bye. All right, y'all. Freezer number 1. Yeah, freezer number 2. Yes, it's laying down, I understand. I talked to the people, as long as you set it up for twice as long as you've had it laid down, it'll be fine. The Freon will go all back to where it's supposed to go. But thank you guys so much for your freaking amazing generosity. I'll talk a little bit more about these later when I get them unloaded and all that.